The potential energy of a spring. The spring force is an example of a variable force which is conservative. Figure 6.7 shows a block attached to a spring and resting on a smooth horizontal surface. The other end of the spring is attached to a rigid wall. The spring is light and may be treated as massless. In an ideal spring, the spring force Fs is proportional to x, where x is the displacement of the block from the equilibrium position. The displacement could be either positive, figure 6.7b, or negative, figure 6.7c. This force law for the spring is called Hooke's law and is mathematically stated as Fs equals minus kx. The constant K is called the spring constant. Its unit is Newton per meter. The spring is said to be stiff if K is large and soft if K is small. Suppose that we pull a block outside as in figure 6.7b. If the extension is xm, the work done by the spring force is Ws is equal to integral 0 to xm Fs dx, which equals minus integral 0 to xm kx into dx, which equals minus k into xm square by 2. This expression may also be obtained by considering the area of the triangle as in figure 6.7d. Note that the work done by the external pulling force F is positive since it overcomes the spring force. W equals plus k into xm square by 2. Figure 6.7 illustration of the spring force with a block attached to the free end of the spring. A. The spring force Fs is 0 when the displacement x from the equilibrium position is 0. B. For the stretched spring, x greater than 0 and Fs less than 0. C. For the compressed spring, x less than 0 and Fs greater than 0. D. The plot of Fs versus x. The area of the shaded triangle represents the work done by the spring force due to the opposing signs of Fs and x. This work done is negative. Ws equals minus k into xm square whole divided by 2. The same is true when the spring is compressed with a displacement xc less than 0. The spring force does work Ws equals minus k into xc square by 2, while the external force F does work plus k xc square by 2. If the block is moved from an initial displacement xi to a final displacement xf, the work done by the spring force Ws is Ws equals minus integral xi to xf kx dx, which equals k into xi square by 2 minus k into xf square by 2. Thus, the work done by the spring force depends only on the end point. Specifically, if the block is pulled from xi and allowed to return to xi, Ws equals minus integral xi to xi kx dx, which equals k into xi square by 2 minus k into xi square by 2, which equals 0. The work done by the spring force in a cyclic process is 0. We have explicitly demonstrated that the spring force 1 is position dependent only as first stated by Hooke. Fs equals minus kx. 2. Does work which only depends on the initial and final positions. Example, equation 6.17. Thus, the spring force is a conservative force. We define the potential energy V of x of the spring to be 0 when block and spring system is in the equilibrium position. For an extension or compression x, the above analysis suggests that V of x equals kx square by 2. You may easily verify that minus dv by dx equals minus kx, the spring force. If the block of mass m in figure 6.7 is extended to xm and released from the rest, then its total mechanical energy at any arbitrary point x, where x lies between minus xm and plus xm, will be given by half k into xm square equals half k into x square plus half mv square, where we have invoked the conservation of mechanical energy. This suggests that the speed and the kinetic energy will be maximum at the equilibrium position x equals 0, that is half m into vm square equals half k into xm square, where vm is maximum speed or vm equals root of k by m into xm. Note that k by m has the dimensions of t power minus 2 and our equation is dimensionally correct. The kinetic energy gets converted to potential energy and vice versa. However, the total mechanical energy remains constant. This is graphically depicted in figure 6.8. Figure 6.8. Parabolic plots of the potential energy V and kinetic energy K of block attached to a spring obeying Hooke's law. The two plots are complementary, one decreasing as the other increases. The total mechanical energy E equals K plus V remains constant. We conclude this section by making a few remarks on conservative forces. 1. Information on time is absent from the above discussions. In the example considered above, we can calculate the compressions by not the time over which the compression occurs. A solution of Newton's second law for this system is required for temporal information. 2. Not all forces are conservative. Friction, for example, is non-conservative force. The principle of conservation of energy will have to be modified in this case. This is illustrated in example 6.9. 3. The zero of the potential energy is arbitrary. It is set according to convenience. For the spring force, we took V of x equals 0. At x equals 0, that is, the unstretched spring has zero potential energy. For the constant gravitational force mg, we took V equals 0 on the Earth's surface. In a later chapter, we shall see that for the force due to the universal law of gravitation, the zero is best defined at an infinite distance from the gravitational source. However, once the zero of the potential energy is fixed in given discussion, it must be consistently adhered to throughout the discussion. You cannot change horses in midstream.